Okay, we are trying something different here. And I'm just I hope this, okay, this is so different than what I've done before, but we're trying to go live in more places, more places at one time. And so we're trying it this way to see how it works. And I didn't get to like set up my camera beforehand. So I'm like adjusting everything here with you guys here, just so I can get the so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so happy Friday, happy July 4th weekend. I'm just doing a small project, but I'm actually going to open a couple of new colors that I haven't used yet from Wise Owl. So I thought I'd share that with you guys. And yeah, we're just gonna go with this. Share them with you as I open them. I love picking up, I've shared many times, I love picking up just wood stools or just small projects, and I have not finished that other table yet, but as soon as I do, the other table that I shared live, I will share a photo of it. But anyway, small wood projects are I will always pick them up just because they're just easy to do. And painting pieces like this is like therapy sometimes. And so sometimes I just want to turn my computer off or my phone off and I just want to paint. So this little guy has been sitting in my office for a while. I got him a while ago at a thrift store. Maybe it was a yard sale. I can't even remember, but I'm going to paint him today, and I'm going to use a new color. I don't know which one yet, but I have two different colors here that I haven't used. So this is the first time that I will be, sorry, I'm shaking this camera a little bit. I'm just using a rad pad from Serve Prep just to kind of scuff sand the top of this and kind of around. I just want to scuff sand it. I'm not getting it down to bare wood or anything. I want to make sure that the paint's gonna stick. So I'm just giving it a quick scuff sanding. A scuff sand will take you 5 minutes, depending on the size of your piece. 3 minutes, 5 minutes. It's not gonna take you long. You're just kind of roughing up that layer, that top layer, just so the paint sticks. So this is the first time I've gone live on on YouTube, and I am so close to being at 1,000 subscribers. And so that's the next goal for YouTube. So I am going to, hang on one second. I want to do a giveaway. And so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to pick four people that enter the giveaway, and I'm going to send you a gift card. And so, okay, so all you have to do, it's super easy to enter, is if you head over to my YouTube channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel and share this video on your Instagram or Facebook, and then comment on YouTube done, so that we know that you have shared it on either Instagram or Facebook. Comment done. And then the people that share it and are subscribed on the YouTube channel, I'm going to be picking 4 winners, and I'm going to be sending you a gift card. If you are already subscribed on YouTube, that's great. Thank you so much. I just ask that you share this video on either your Facebook or your Instagram page. And once you do that, come back here on this video and comment done, and you're entered. So super easy. I love giveaways. It's a great way for me to give back to you guys, and for sharing content and following along on the different platforms we have. So yeah, we will be leaving the link in all of these videos for the products I'm using, so you guys can check them out for yourself. But one thing I always have, and this is just a Chalk Couture one, you don't have to, it's just the one I have, a fine mist spray bottle filled with water. So I use it when I'm painting, and then it's always with me when I'm painting something. So to kind of wipe off this sanding dust with this paper towel, I always have a roll of paper towels near me. My mister bottle And this, I actually shared a reel the other day on Instagram. This is the tool you need to get rid of brush strokes when you are painting furniture. That sounds weird, right? But it works. It really works. So I will kind of show you what I mean by that. Okay, I'm just going to kind of set this sandpaper, the sanding pad over here. So another thing we're doing is on Tuesday at, I think we said 7 p.m. CST, Matt and I, my husband, DIY sidekick, are going to go live on Instagram and Facebook. And so we're going to ask, we have not done a Q&A in a long time. And so we are going to do that. And so if you have any questions, please leave them. You can leave them here in the comments that we can answer. We've got some already, but we are always looking for more. If you're there live, obviously you can ask questions, but if you have any questions for us, leave them below and we will be sure to answer them when we go live on Tuesday. It's always fun. I love having Matt come on because he does a lot of the projects with me. And I always get questions for him. And so I just thought we haven't done it in so long. And I've kind of been keeping questions that people have been asking, and to get him actually to get on and talk with me, it's just fun. So, and the last time we did that, people like that. So we are looking forward to doing that again. Just a laid back chit chat. Okay. So my favorite color is green. If you followed me for any time, you know that. And these are, this one didn't want to come off. So you should use a paint opener. If Matt was here, speaking of Matt, he'd be like, Linz, let's get a paint scraper or a paint opener. But butter knives and scissors always work for me. So these are Wise Owl paints, and I have been using them recently and loving them. Their salve is a whole nother story. I was sharing that on Instagram this week and last weekend. Oh my goodness, I'm hooked on that stuff for sure. So I'm excited to try these colors and see what they are. So let's just open this. This first one is Charleston Green. Whoa. Wow. Okay. There's the first one. And then this next one is, it's called Botanical. This lid. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. So do you know which one I will choose? Right away. It will be this Botanical. I'm just going to shut this. Make sure you shut your paint can. Have you ever done this? Not shut the lid all the way, or thought you were going to come back to it and then knocked it all over and spilled the paint everywhere? I've done that many times. So we are going to paint this in the Botanical color. And one tip I always share is, so I shook these before I opened them. Can you see, I don't know if you can see the layer of paint that's on here. In this small stool, I'm going to be getting a lot of it done with this alone. So this is a chalk synthesis paint. And so sometimes chalk paints can be thick, and that's why you will get brush strokes. So this is your friend when you are painting. So like you can tell, can you see that? This is pretty thick. So I'm just gonna set this over here. And so you can either, sorry, somebody's at the front door. I'm just listening to the kid. You can either spray your actual project, or you can spray the paintbrush. Either way works. And sometimes I won't think it's thick and I have it on my brush, but then when I'm putting it on here, on my piece, it's thick. And so let me kind of, you can see what I'm doing. So then I'll have to spray it after I get it on. But so far, it's really good coverage paint. This reminds me of, the color reminds me of green chalkboards, the old time green chalkboards when schools actually had chalkboards. It's so funny to There's like, they have everything so high tech anymore. But this is the exact color of a green chalkboard. This is a good green color. And you can, I mean, if you get too much water on here, can you guys see? It'll just get thinner. So it's almost, I mean, if you put way too much, it's going to be almost like a stain consistency. You're not going to hurt anything. You're just going to have to do more layers, but it just let that water. And the fine mist bottles, we can leave you a link. People are asking me for a link for them. I can leave you a link for that too. So we'll put that in the description. But the fine mist is so much better than just like your regular water bottle, because I can show you. Is this going to work? It comes out in a mist, and it doesn't squirt so much. It's more of a mist and not a squirt. That, I mean, for a lack of a better word. So it just works better when you're painting. So it just makes the paint go on thinner and just pushes it, because you'll get brush strokes when, well, number one, if you're using way too much paint, you will get brush strokes and way too much paint in one area. But sometimes when you're pushing paint on and there's so much paint and it's so thick, you're going to see those brush strokes. So, and another thing to do so you don't get brush strokes is don't go over it when it's wet. So right now it doesn't look perfect, and I know that I'm going to have to do another coat, but I'm going to leave it, because if I start coming up here and fixing it because some things aren't fully covered, I'm going to start pulling paint and you're going to see my brush strokes. So just leave it until you have to do another coat anyway. So don't stress out about it. So just leave it, and then you'll go back and do your second coat. Okay, and for those of you that are watching on Facebook, I have seen your comments about, I recently opened my Instagram shop again. I have someone helping me with it this summer, and so it's a lot of work. And so it was getting to be a lot with everything else we're trying to come up with and get ready for you guys. And so I had some help this summer, and so I opened it back up, and it's basically my thrifted finds. So it's vintage items and home decor that I sell on that Instagram page. It's called My Creative Days Shop. And I saw that some of you on Facebook that don't have Instagram were wondering if I could sell on Facebook. And so I was thinking about maybe doing kind of like a live sale on Facebook, but let me know. So here in the comments, what can you do? I was trying to think of, let me know you'd be interested in me doing some of those shop things here on the Facebook page. And then we can maybe figure out a time to do that if there's enough interest. It's easy on Instagram having just a separate page to manage over there, but I am totally open to doing it on Facebook and figuring that out if I have enough interest for that, because you guys, if you followed for long, you know that it gives me an excuse to pick up more items, more fun items. And I can't use all the items. I had a question the other day, how do you not keep everything? Well, I love hunting for items, but I'm also somebody that doesn't like a lot of clutter, and I'm always organizing and purging things. So that's how if I find something that I love, I'm always getting rid of at least one thing. So if one thing comes in, I want to get rid of one thing, at least one thing, just because then it just becomes, I mean, I'm finding things all the time. So it's fun to have a shop and kind of share those items with you guys. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know in the comments. You can just say, I'm interested in shop. You can give me a thumbs up and we'll kind of know that's what it is. I kind of have a code for it. But yeah, if there's enough interest, we can kind of figure that out and see what that would look like on Facebook. I think it would be fairly easy. I think it'd be probably like a live sale instead of, I would do it on the My Creative Days page. So it would just be trying to come up with a time when people could be there live, and that would work in our schedule as well. But so yeah, to be completely honest, I have worked with a lot of different paints, and to get a good green color, it's hard. It's hard. And this is a good green color. It's like your standard, but if I find this on vintage pieces, I'm super excited because it's just that. You guys, I just want to show this. I have almost got this whole thing, a first coat on. I mean, and there's still, do you see all this paint that's on the lid? I haven't even used it all. That's why do not overlook that paint. And also when you're using that paint too, it cleans up the lid. So you're not getting it all gunked up. Because you should clean your lids before you put them back on, so then you can open them again. Anybody else dealt with that? Where you cannot even get your paint open because there's so much paint on the inside of the lid, even like gallons of paint. There's been many times when we've had flip houses and, you know, Matt works out of the home during the week and I will be over at a flip house, you know, painting, and I cannot get the gallon paint things open at all. So we try to now make sure that they are really cleaned off so that doesn't happen. And same with these little paints. I mean, they can be just as hard. So make sure you clean those off before you're putting, and by cleaning off, I mean, you want this that sits in this edge and that edge in there to kind of be cleaned off. So that's what you're doing here when you're using that paint. I cannot believe how much paint I got off that lid. I literally have, and for small, I painted almost one full coat on here. For small, like this, like a stool, I will paint underneath it for sure. So I will flip this once it is dry. I will flip it on its top, and then I will paint the underside as well. Okay, that I just wanted to. Okay, so now you can see, can you guys see in that light? It is still wet. So at this point, you don't want to, I do not want to come on here again and let's see if we can do this and do another coat right away, because it's just going to pull that paint. Let's see if I can kind of, there we go. Just kind of throw it up there, and then you can see some of this leg I didn't get. So now that we're doing it, let me just set my hand on the paint. Now that we're doing it this way, I cannot see if there are any questions. So I don't know if I like this. I cannot see if anybody's here. So I don't know if I set something up wrong, but I have no idea. So I kind of like the interaction, and if you guys are asking questions, then I can answer them. So what I'm going to say is, just like anytime, if you are here on replay seeing this, let me know. Just put in the comments #replay, just so I know that you were here. And then if you have questions, put them in the comments and we will answer the questions as I get to them, or as I see them, because I cannot see anything here. So as I was just doing this, I could tell I was having to use a little bit more muscle. I mean, it's not like you're, but it just, the water just helps it I'm telling you, you need one of these bottles, because it's going to make your painting life so much better. Oh. I'm just pushing too hard. And it's just, like I said, it's just water. So it's not hurting anything. It's just kind of thinning out that paint a bit. So it's spreadable, a little more spreadable. And then you will not get those brush strokes. Some people use rollers. I don't know what it is about a roller. Again, even when we have, like, we're painting walls, a flip house, Matt rolls and I use a brush. I just feel like I have more control over the brush. Especially like walls, like a huge canvas like that. Matt does the rolling. We kind of have it down to a science now. With our painting rolls and a flip house. So that works out really well. Or our house, because to be completely transparent, I have changed the wall color in every room of our house at least like 3 or 5 times. Since we've been here. We've been here a long time though. So that's okay. That's okay. That's normal. We're gonna say that's normal. Okay. There we go. I'm going to just leave that sit like that. I see a little area right here I didn't get to. Just going to let that sit right like that. And my lid is totally, and I did put on my paint shirt today. The paint's gone. So use what's in that lid first. Okay. So what I will do, I will put on another coat. I'm not going to distress this or anything. I just like the green color. You could definitely wax it or glaze it afterwards if you wanted to darken the color, but I don't even know if I'll do that. I really like this color. But okay, good. You can see here. This is when people start to kind of give up or get upset or freak out that it's just not working. Just think of this. This is just a primer coat. This is not the end product at all. This is just a primer coat, so then you can put the pretty coat on. So don't worry about it if it looks like this. This is part of the process, and it's always going to be like this. So even if you've never done this before and you're just starting out, it's going to look like this. I've been doing this for 18 years. 20 years. I've been doing this for 20 years, and it looks like this. So totally normal. It's okay. Just part of the process. Okay, so let me see here. You know what? Did I? Okay. I was wondering if I pushed something, if I could see comments or something, but I can't. So I just wanted to recap. So Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. CST, Matt and I are going to be going live on Instagram, doing kind of like a live Q&A. One thing we're going to talk about is his infamous tool bag that people are asking what he keeps in it. That's the tool bag that we're not supposed to touch. And I've told you before, like I sneak it during the day when I want to do projects. So he's going to kind of share his tool bag and what he keeps in there. And some other questions we've had sent in, but we can always use some more questions. So if you have other questions, let me know, and then leave them in the comments. So then we'll add that to the list. And then we're working to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. We are so close. So if you will head over to the YouTube channel, subscribe there, share this video on your Instagram or your Facebook, and then come back here and comment done or shared. Let us know that you shared it. Then you will be entered, and I am picking 4 people to send gift cards to. So like I said, we're so close. And if you're already subscribed on YouTube, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. You can still enter. Just share this video on Instagram or Facebook, and then just comment done or shared, whatever. And then you will be entered. So, and then what else was it? Oh, the shop on Facebook. So if you are on Facebook and you saw that I had opened my Instagram shop, but you're not on Instagram, and you would be interested in me doing kind of like a live sale or something on Facebook, let me know. Put that in the comments as well. If I have enough people, and just put that in the comments, you can put that on the Facebook page if you're watching this on Facebook. If I have enough interest, I would love to do it. I kind of wanted to start the Instagram shop page slow, just because it takes a lot of work, and then you're waiting for payments, and then so it's not just that day that you're launching new items. It takes days. And so I just kind of wanted to start out slow, see what the response was again. It's been great. And if I have enough interest on Facebook, I would love to do it. So just let me know, and we will figure that out as well. So thanks for joining me today again for another project. There's always a project going on around here. This weekend, I will be finishing that table. It's been hot, and so today it's a lot better. So yesterday, and we're trying to figure out, Landon wanted weights, and so we found some weights, and so now we're trying to figure out, I mean, we're gonna have to move around the entire basement for these weights to work out, and so that's kind of taken over getting that table done and just trying to figure out if this is even gonna work. So but I will be getting that done this weekend, and I will definitely post a picture because it's the cutest little table, and those details are just popping out with that paint. So I will definitely share that. But have a great weekend. We kind of have a longer weekend here. We get 3 days. Matt has Monday off. So yeah, have a great 4th, and I'll talk to you guys soon.